I'm one, so today I am 6 weeks pregnant and I'm gonna go through this video really quickly because first of all my camera keeps quitting halfway through, and the second reason is that my last video is way too long or longer than I would like it to be, so I'm gonna cut it real short. This morning I had a visit from the consultant of Mothers for Mothers and she enrolled me in the program to collect urine. And the reason why they collect it is because they take the HCG hormone out and they turn it into a fertility hormone that helps trigger ovulation. So that's really awesome. As for weight gain, I gained 1 pound since last week. So I'm still half a pound down from my pre-pregnancy weight, but yeah, I'm concerned with the fact that I've gained a whole pound in 1 week. Like, I can't keep that up because then I'll be huge by the time I'm done with this pregnancy. So I hope it has a little bit to do with the fact that I ate out a lot this week and I just ate a little bit more, and that right now it will slow down. My weight gain will just a little bit rest right now, just stay where it is right now. As of symptoms, I am still extremely tired. I can pretty much fall asleep any moment, just anywhere. I'll fall asleep. This week I have a new symptom that is called nausea. Tuesday morning I woke up and my stomach was so empty and I felt so weak, and I had the hardest time finding something that I could eat that didn't make me feel like I was gonna throw up. And I ate like a cracker and then I fell back asleep. And when I woke up I felt a little bit better. I kind of felt weak for the rest of the day, but not to the point where I was going to throw up, just uncomfortably nauseous, I guess. And I still have it every single time my stomach gets too empty or too full, which is pretty much all the time. And when I smell something really strong. So, yeah. I'm just happy I haven't thrown up yet, so. As I just mentioned, I'm either super hungry or super full. There's no comfortable medium anymore. Either way, my stomach just hurts because it's so full, or it just hurts because it's so empty. Yeah, not fun. I also suffer from pregnancy brain. I do. We went shopping, or I went grocery shopping on my own. And I walked back to the store like 3 or 4 times. And I got home and still realized I forgot something. And the worst part about this is that I had a grocery list like in the pocket of my jeans. And I just never took it out to even check whether I had everything that I wanted, or yeah, I was even buying the things I needed. So yeah, it was just, that's just one of many examples I have of this week. I also have a lot of emotions. I was having a hard time trying to find what to eat for lunch, and Rob already had his lunch picked out. Like, he was like already sitting on the couch eating, which already upset me a little because he didn't want to help me find something to eat, which I know is ridiculous. And then I finally figured out I was just going to eat like 3 crackers, and then I'll put tuna salad on it, and I had one with something else, I don't remember. And I turned around to throw the little wrapper into the garbage bag, and I turned back and my cat was licking the tuna salad off my cracker. And all I could do was just stand there and cry. Like, I cried like I was a little baby and someone took my candy away from me. I was so sad. And Rob just went from the couch because you can't look. If you're sitting on the couch, you can't look into the kitchen. He kind of just went like, "Are you crying? It sounds like you're crying. Why are you crying?" And I couldn't do anything else but cry. It was just so sad. And right now I kind of laugh with it because it's so typical for our cats to stop eating off of whatever it is you're making just because they want it. So, okay. But I have loads of emotions. As for cravings of aversions, I don't have any cravings. Still, a lot of the food that I see doesn't look good. Sometimes I have a specific food where I'm like, oh my god, I need it. And then I buy it and I'm like, I'm not putting that in my mouth. Like the pickles from last week. And I still haven't opened the jar of pickles because they sound good, but then I look at them like, I don't want to put that in my mouth. And this afternoon I smelled a Dutch fish. Like, it's a typical Dutch habit to eat that kind of a fish. I don't even know what it's called in English. And over here it's pretty known that if you're pregnant then you're gonna eat that fish a lot, and I don't like it. And this afternoon I smelled it and I was like, that smells so good. But the actual thought of having to eat it makes me nauseous. I don't want to eat it. Other smells I don't like are coffee and cigarettes. I've never liked the smell of cigarettes, but pretty much since this week I hate the smell of coffee. It smells like wet dog. Like, ew. And I used to like smelling coffee and drinking coffee, and right now if someone's like, yay, I'll have a coffee, I'm like, go sit on the other side of the room and don't breathe in my direction. It's horrible. It's really ugh. Okay, so that's pretty much about cravings and aversions. About sleep, I'm sleeping a lot better now. I'm having a hard time getting to sleep, but once I'm asleep, or I can be woken up by something small, but I can just turn around and fall back asleep. The only problem I have with sleeping right now is I have a hard time waking up too. Like, I need to sleep at least like 10 or 11 in the morning to feel rested, and I have work too, so I can't do that. And I have nightmares. I have nightmares where my tests are getting famed. I have nightmares where I have the baby and my aunt adopts it and I can't even touch it. I have the most weirdest dreams, pretty much all related to the pregnancy. So that's uncomfortable to say the least. Or at least scary. It's really scary. But I wake up and then I just realize it's a dream and I can pretty easily just turn around and fall back asleep again. As for baby's growth, the baby is starting to develop bones and internal organs and like a little spine and little arms, and it has a little like dot in the middle of his face that will become his tongue, which is too cute. It's developing a tongue already. And what else? Oh, it's about 5 millimeters, so that's like what, 1/4 of an inch big right now. There's no reference to any fruit or vegetable right now, so I can't show you anything. Thoughts on gender, I need to elaborate on this one. We still think it's a boy, but lately, the last couple of days, we've been discussing the possibility of twins. And I don't know if we're jinxing ourselves with that, but for some reason, we think it's a possibility. With the gender, like we both strongly feel boy, but we both don't strongly feel it's just one. But we also don't both strongly feel that it's twins. So you see where we're going with that. Yeah. For some reason we notice a lot of twins and we get a lot of coupons in, like, I enrolled in one of those programs where you get coupons of your through your door meal. I don't know how to call it, meal. And I get coupons by the chew, stuff like that. So we have talked about it, and you know, if it happened, if it is, then awesome. But if it's not, then perfect too. But just to put it out there, just to have it on documentation, the thought has crossed our minds that we could be pregnant with twins. But for gender, I will still say boy. What do I miss? My hair acting normal. Right now, my hair is just, I don't know. It used to be I used to be the kind of girl who either had straight hair or curly hair, and depending on how she let it dry after she washed it, that depended on whether it would be straight or curly the next 2 days. And right now, it is curly no matter what I do. It is extremely static and fluffy no matter what I put in there. And it is greasy or dry depending on what side part of my hair you hold. It is just frustrating. And I'm so glad that next week I have to go and do my hair, and hopefully it will be a little bit better. What am I looking forward to? Definitely telling people that I'm pregnant. I'm starting to feel a little bit like I'm this huge creeper who has this huge secret, because I don't tell anyone who's like around me. And as for people who follow me for a long time, they know that I work in a restaurant twice a week, and my boss there knows we are planning on TTC. So she doesn't know we were TTC. she knows we're planning in the near future to start trying for children. And she asked me the other day, she was like, so are you still all for like doing that next year? For like trying to conceive next year? And I was like, pretty much. And it just felt so bad to not just be lying that hard to her. It just felt like I was lying straight to her face. It was so sad. I don't like that feeling. So I just wish I could tell people, and I'm still looking forward to that ultrasound. Pretty much because if you have the ultrasound, then first of all you get to see the little baby and hopefully the little heartbeat. And then once we see a heartbeat, we can start telling like our parents and our parents and probably some of our friends too. I just want to be able to share it with someone other than you lovely YouTubers. That's the moment of the week. I just pretty much have a lot of moments. Rob and I have been having awesome conversations about the future, how we're gonna do things, and just really emotional conversations that I don't think you have if you're not pregnant yet, I guess, or we haven't had them before. And it just makes me feel really connected to him, and makes me realize how lucky I am that I have such a supportive boyfriend, I guess. So yeah, that's really just awesome. Those moments where you're just on the two of you on the couch talking about your little baby. It's just awesome. That's pretty much it for this week. I will go and show you guys the 6-week belly. So this is with the shirt down. The front. Oh, I forgot to mention, I have the most horrible abdominal muscle pain. It's like I've done hundreds and hundreds of crunches every single day. And I saw in somebody else's video that's because your muscles are already weakening. But it's pretty much up here. Pretty much here is where it hurts. It like feels like muscle pain. So yeah, that's 6-week belly. I personally don't see much of difference. I actually don't. Last week I was 34 inches, but it was like really late at night after dinner, and right now it is evening, but I haven't had my dinner yet, so I don't know about that. I'm gonna try. This sucks. I don't know, I have to look in the mirror to see how I have to do this. Yeah. It doesn't make that much of a difference though. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's still 34. Pretty much. Yep. So that's the belly. Rob says it looks different than it did 2 weeks ago. I don't know why. Probably hasn't really shown anything. Okay. So that's it for this week, and I will talk to you guys for next week. Bye!